So, is it possible to fast travel in the original Dying Light? Well, the answer is yes, and I'm not talking about the poster in the tower to travel to Old Town and back, as there's actually a way of travelling all over both maps despite it not being an actual feature in the game, so stick around and I'll show you how it's done. Now, you'll probably have noticed that every time you jump back into the game, you respawn right back where you left off when you last played, and that is basically because you have your current quest tracked in the quest menu here. But you can change the tracked quest to whatever side quest you like at any time in the story, and therefore change where you'll respawn on the map next time you load up, so effectively fast travelling from one place to another. That's not the end of the story here though, as once you've completed a quest you can no longer track it in the quest menu, so you're going to need a quest that is repeatable, and handily enough there are 6 of those dotted around the slums in the form of quarantine zones. You can track these quests right from the start of the game by simply discovering them, as they then go onto your list of repeatable quests without even having to go into any of them. Once you have all 6 in your quest menu, you can just track the one you want to spawn by and then simply quit out of the game and then select continue to return to the game, and that's exactly where you'll end up. But again, that's not the end of the story. As you can see that all of the quarantine zones are in the western half of the slums, so this method won't help much if you wanted to travel to the east of the map, and that's where this family doctor challenge comes into play. It can be found in the Fishermans Village after making it a safe zone during the Pact with Rice earlier in the game, and you just have to interact with this guy Victor here. The quest will appear in your quest menu after talking to him, but if you don't actually do the first part of the challenge, then it disappears again, so it is important to make sure you complete the challenge, and once you've done that, you'll now have an open quest right by the bridge that you can travel to whenever you like, as long as you don't fully complete it and just leave it open. Another place you'll need to get back to throughout the game is of course Breckens Tower, and there is another of these challenges right outside it called the Best Runner. Again, you'll have to complete the first challenge to put it in the quest menu, and now you have a fast travel option back to the tower at any time. Although you do tend to spawn right in the middle of some zombies here and can sometimes get decked before you even have time to move, and that can be a little bit annoying. And lastly, you can actually travel to the Old Town map using this method too once you've unlocked it in the story. There are 3 quarantine zones there, and if you track any of them and quit and continue, you'll spawn right there without having to make your way to the tower to use the poster by the shop, which does save a lot of time despite having to wait for loading screens, but unless you're playing on last gen consoles, the load times aren't that bad really. So there you have it, a pretty cool way of getting around the lack of fast travel in Dying Light that I use all of the time, and now you can too. So if you enjoyed the video, then please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.